Hi everybody and welcome to another interesting episode of Your Company Matters. Today we're going to be having a very interesting conversation with a young, dynamic and ambitious chartered accountant, Mr. Mandar Joshi, who has his practice in Mulund and he practices even, he goes up to Pune as well for having clients. So he's very hardworking. Let's have a conversation. Welcome Mandar to the show.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. It's really nice to be on the show.
Yes, and we have this show basically for professionals like you. And the first question, as always, is we want to know that what Mandar Joshi is doing these days.
You know me from maybe 4 or 5 years, and as a practicing chartered accountant, we do practice in the traditional areas of audit and tax advisory, etc. But of late, I have been I was thinking of diversifying, and these days we have floated another company which is into management consulting, and we are doing a lot of stuff there, like management consulting, business advisory. We are providing consultancy to big companies, non-SMEs in the field of process consulting, setting up their processes, business growth and tax advisory. So wow. We have built a team of lawyers, risk management consultants, chartered accountants and company secretaries to run the show, and it's been doing really well.
Excellent. One should always progress, isn't it?
Yeah. In our day-to-day practice, in management consulting assignments, we are doing that. We are using ChatGPT or data analytics to a really, a large extent. We are using Microsoft Bing, ChatGPT, and some other tools which are embedded into Excel to analyze the data. Because these days data is power. Okay, data has a lot of power. If the data is manipulated, that is exploited properly, it gives a lot of outputs which we can use as a management consultant or as a chartered accountant. Even for a chartered accountant, it can be used to detect anomalies, to detect several things which were hidden before this. And as the scenario is changing, I have seen the paradigm shift. I have been working in this industry since 2001. Technically, yes, 2001, because since college I have been going to some chartered accountant's office and working in the holidays, and then in 2006 when I got commerce graduate and everything in BCom, and later after that I joined my articleship. So I have seen that paradigm shift. That we used to go to the client's office, they used to bring all the books, all the files, and then we used to do tick voucher checking and all. That used to take a lot of time. Then the scenario changed. Then we became semi-digitalized. Then Tally came, ERP came. Then I learned Oracle, SAP. Learned how to do audit on that. And nowadays there is a very less emphasis on physical checking and more emphasis on data analytics, and it is really time saving. It gives more effective results than ever, and it's not only from the audit perspective or not only from our job perspective, but it also gives a lot of output to the management, to our clients who want to know that what is going wrong in the company, or what is becoming bottleneck in the company.
Perfectly. So, going one step further regarding your data analytics, I read an article, very interesting article on cybersecurity, wherein data analytics can definitely help protect whatever is there, because almost everything is based on what is written. So what are your thoughts on cybersecurity, AI and security as such?
Well, these days many of the platforms are secured, but yes, the risk of compromising the security is always there. So I think having or using licensed softwares,
yes,
even people have a habit of using pirated Microsoft Office or pirated Tally ERP, but you might save a few thousands, but your data is worth lakhs, worth crores. You might compromise on that data. What if that data can be easily accessed, it can be easily stolen and can be sold to your competitor?
That is what. So that
You
is
never
why
know.
requirement of all this
Of
very
course,
much.
or maybe you can. We have seen in the past there are cyber attacks,
Yes.
and they just freeze your data, and
Yeah.
they ask for the money for releasing that data. So in that case, having a proper licensed software, proper licensed antivirus
All
is,
this
I
is
think, in
very
my
much.
opinion, yes, we have all the licensed softwares in our office, even
That's
Tally, ERP, may it be Winma, may it be Microsoft Office, we are having it all licensed. So I think data, is an asset, and has to be secure, just like you secure your house, you secure your family.
That way you have to secure.
Yeah.
Okay, can we know the real Mandar Joshi? What do you do in your pastime, in your spare time? Any hobbies which you'd like to
Okay.
share with the audience?
Well, I'm utter nonsense guy when it comes to non-profession. I mean, out of my office, I'm totally what we say.
You let your hair down.
Yeah, I really don't care what
Party and-
not party, but I'm total nonsense, because only my close ones, they know what I'm like. But yeah, I mean, I like to do some reading. Currently, I'm reading your book. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
And I do a lot of I play games.
Wow.
Okay, games as in the mobile. Okay.
PlayStation
yeah,
also?
Yeah.
No,
No, my family does not allow me to have PlayStation.
Okay.
No, they don't. They know, because if I get PlayStation, I will shut down my office.
Oh my God,
So they
yes.
they don't want PlayStation in the office.
That's
so,
right.
So I do play games. I'm a huge fan of cricket, so I play cricket. I watch cricket and movies. Yes.
That's very
So
nice. And you're also fit. So that also.
Yeah, this is the latest thing.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Last like 1.5 year, I've been working out a lot,
Wow.
and I reduced my weight by almost 6 kg.
You're looking very fit.
So yeah. So
That's right.
I'm focusing on strength training and everything.
One question which I'd like to ask is, you're quite young, right? So do you see a change in the entrepreneur style? Like people who are there having old school and new school. Is there a change in the way the second generation, the third generation entrepreneur behave?
Well, yes. I have seen in many cases that although their fathers, their first generations are having stable business, the next generation is not inclined only to run that business, but they also want to diversify.
Perfect. Yes.
Now the challenge comes whether this next generation, they diversify in a proper way, or they go haywire, they go directionless. That is the challenge. I have seen people having established businesses, and all the savings, all the money which they have kept aside does not allow me to have PlayStation.
Okay.
No, they don't. They know, because if I get PlayStation, I will shut down my office.
Oh my God,
So
yes.
they don't want PlayStation in the office.
That's right.
So I do play games. I'm a huge fan of cricket, so I play cricket. I watch cricket and movies. Yes.
That's very nice. And you're also fit. So that also.
Yeah, this is the latest thing.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Last like 1.5 year, I've been working out a lot,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
I reduced my weight by almost 6 kg.
You're looking very fit.
So So
That's right.
I'm focusing on strength training and everything.
One question which I'd like to ask is, you're quite young, right? So do you see a change in the entrepreneur style? Like people who are there having old school and new school. Is there a change in the way the second generation, the third generation entrepreneur behave?
Well, yes. I have seen in many cases that although their fathers, their first generations are having stable business, the next generation is not inclined only to run that business, but they also want to diversify.
Perfect. Yes.
Now the challenge comes whether this next generation, they diversify in a proper way, or they go haywire, they go directionless. That is the challenge. I have seen people having established businesses, and all the savings, all the money which they have kept aside, they invest it in some other business, but because there is no direction, there is no expert guidance, they have made losses. And I have also seen people who have built the verticals apart from the current business, and they have really propelled in a fantastic way. So yes, the mentality is changing. The next generation is going into diversification. Why to take, in our own fraternity, the younger chartered accountants who has got a family business of CA firms, they are also seen to be not interested in continuing that practice, but they want to go into consulting, because they know that these days just the compliance is not enough.
That's right.
What value we can add to the business of our client, that is very important. And these days even the entrepreneurs, they also want, fine, compliance can be done by anybody, because compliance like GST or anything, it can be taken care by, like I said, AI and new technology. There are technology, there are apps, there are softwares which can capture the data from your ERP software, and they can prepare the reports. What you need is, you analyze that report, you analyze that data, and tell them what is wrong and what is right. Because software may not be able to get into the nitty-gritties of all the transactions. The software does not know what is the paper, what is the document. It just captures the data. It always runs on the principle of GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. But what you need is something different. So this new generation, that's why they are going into consulting, that they want to add value to the business of their clients, and they want to give more. They want their clients to grow, and they also want to grow along with them. So that is what is happening. So not only in the industry, but also in consulting, in CA fraternity also, I am seeing that trend, which is really pleasant.
Right. Any message that you want to give to the future generation, especially chartered accountants and other professions?
Well, I think new generation of chartered accountant is quite smarter than what we were.
Always the next generation is smarter than us.
Yeah, of course. So they have, what message? As in, all I can say is that just once you are a chartered accountant, there are a lot of responsibilities. The moment you become a chartered accountant, the perspective of people change. On the very next moment, it changes.
That's right.
Okay, so the responsibility,
expectation also
changes. Anything you say, any way you behave, is always judged in the parameter of being a chartered accountant.
That's right.
So yes, along with the professional progress, also keep track, or also keep it in mind that you're also answerable to someone being a chartered accountant.
That's right.
So yeah, that's what I would like.
Mandar, it was a pleasure talking with you, and so many insights we drew from this conversation. It was a short conversation with so many things people can take away from this. This is Neha Karikar, practicing company secretary and business coach, signing off one more episode of Your Company Matters.